Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This match against Kiwi Warlord. I have Transylvanian 1618 against Spanish 1621. As match host, I start over here. So, I'm hoping to be able to seize this hill and this hill and this forest, and maybe this hill, and have a standoff, which is not a bad thing for me, given the Transylvanian army gets a lot of light horse, light foot, and musket armed foot. So with heavy weapon and above average swordsman. For cavalry, non-light cavalry that is, we have lancers, which are pretty outdated at this point and aren't going to do too hot. Shooty cavalry, which is fine but lack an impact capability. And we're bringing a unit of cuirassiers. I would like to bring two, but I didn't have a good way to bring two and also bring artillery, so that's alright. Alright, Kiwi says that the Transylvanians are my style of army, so a little bit of encouragement from my opponent. Appreciate it. Not gonna fight the crossing. Heavy cavalry in reserve. Pulling back to this hill, presumably. Okay, we can work with that, and with our sheer number of light cavalry, we can scout ahead without too much difficulty. Our own heavy cavalry, maybe they should have gone this way. I suppose they still could, but yeah, they should. They should. You both should. Okay, great. Then we have detached musketeers. They can shuffle forward. We go here. It's our line of fire. Not bad. Works for me. We're going to have to take it slow and steady to get into position to attack effectively against a heavier but smaller force, at least smaller in terms of number of units, if not number of men. Next turn. Yeah, we're going to have to put up a lot of that. That's okay. Well, slow and steady then. Got the Heidex in the rough. Okay. We're going to switch over to the other side, which is going to be a pain in the ass, but probably worth doing. Send your greetings. Can occupy that with maybe 3 units of Heidex. Pike and Shot can hold the open ground. Okay. Good enough. Next turn. Okay, no problem. Let's just say hello here. Ah, who's home? Detached musketeers. That's kind of to be expected. We might have to slow down just a bit so that these two units of heavier horse can make their way over. Next turn. Okay. Ooh, might need to peel these away from all this pressure. A lot of crosshairs. We're going to not fight them, basically. I think there might be lights in that forest. Good, no one's home there. Alright, so that gives us a pretty good view of what's going on. It's just about everyone until we figure out if anyone's in there. But lest we forget, let's just move aside. Fire. Probably gonna hold firm. Let's just dodge that and evade if they charge. Next turn, yeah, the artillery fire we're just gonna have to tolerate, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to peel out of the way there. Okay. Made it to cover. Congratulations. And stay behind our foot. Great. Oh, they've come back in. Okay. Why don't you peel off for the moment, be ready to re-engage. Nice. I mean, he can save them without much difficulty, but still. I shouldn't have turned these. Well, I've done it now, so... Perhaps this Pike and Shot should just join the Hydux and support right there. Huh. Yeah, that's probably what should be done. Okay. That seems good for now. We can start pushing more aggressively once this infantry arrives. They can shift over here, try to drive out these musketeers, and then once we have infantry support, our cavalry can start pushing that. Our light cavalry, that is. They're going to hang back so they don't get slammed by cuirassiers. Next turn. Interesting. Here. Turn. Go there. Maybe there. And this Pike and Shot can get out here. And we can start getting ready, but not yet actually moving forward on the far left. Okay. What are you to do? Okay, go there and turn. Not yet. Let's get ready to get you in position. Okay with that. Move here and start shooting at the infantry. What can you hit? Ooh, tempting. Nice. This turn or next turn? Next turn. Oh, fine. Look like you're gonna go around at least. Okay, what about here? Oh yes, the heavy horse still has yet to arrive. Start moving. Do we see who's home? If we do, we might get shot up. Seize this hill first, so if we move here and he moves down, we can counter. Okay, seems legit. Next turn, Our maneuvering is going well enough, but what we need to keep in mind is that we only have 14 turns left, which is a bit troubling. No disrupts as a result, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's push. If we could seize this forest, that would be a big deal. No disrupts. Too bad. Okay. Let's keep shuffling and threatening flanks. Like so. Alright, next. Who's home? No one. Good to know. Let's keep bringing our heavy horse up. Keep applying pressure. Next turn. So first blood is to me, but oh, he's falling back more. That's good. I mean, on the one hand, this hill is going to become a citadel of sorts, but we should be able to take control of it with our medium foot and be alright. We need to be careful of this not getting too cocky with our medium foot and coming out into the open too soon. So let's go like that, and like that, and like that. And this way we should be able to safely occupy the forest. I mean, if these crosshairs pop out, we can at least light them up with cavalry and potentially artillery. We can actually apply pressure already with artillery. Okay. And we'll keep just kind of forcing him to feel like he needs to stretch out with our hussars without actually really committing to anything directly. At least not yet. It's good. And yeah, they need to stick to the cover of the terrain for the moment. Okay, we know this is clear. That's good. Fortunately, can't engage here until we bring up the heavies, and they are taking their sweet time. So, you guys chill there and wait. They can offer fire support eventually, while the crosshairs and the boyars move up. They're going to have to go all the way over here, so it's going to take a minute, which is what it is. What we might be able to do is encourage these hussars to come down out of position, and then perhaps from there we could try to catch them out. So the shooty cav will end up in an arc here, the heavies here supported by our lights. From there, we'll try to put pressure on the cavalry on both ends, take over this with our mediums, and try to put some hurt on. Eventually, we're going to have to start taking risks coming into the open against heavy horse. That said, I think maybe we can neutralize that threat a little bit with getting our pike and shot over here so they can cover this unit can cover here, and then we can try to use our muskets. Next turn, keep closing in, keep getting bombarded, but that is what it is. Getting compressed, this I like. I can work with that. Keep harassing the cavalry just because, well, he can't do much about that. Here, you. Take one for the team real quick. Yep, sorry. But now, light him up from the woods. Eventually they're going to crack. But in the meantime, we do have to be at least a little careful. How will we protect this unit from cavalry? If only it could hop over there. I'm going to think about that. But in the meantime, we could shuffle and start taking pot shots and see if we get any sort of response to that. Okay, so that leaves this question. Do these hydux come out, or do they wait? Let's make even more threatening motions without totally going through with it. You can shuffle into range, take a pot shot, inch forward, turn, fire, inch forward as well. Yeah, but they can still fall back right away to rough ground from there. Same with you. Okay, slow and steady. Next turn, we've got to win this thing in 11 turns somehow. Well, having him compressed more is not a bad thing. They hold firm. Okay. Hydux are going to push this rough ground here. I know we're disordered, but that's okay, we can evade. Pushing up this close to crosshairs would be a bit risky. Let's wait. This isn't ideal, but we need to apply pressure. They hold firm. It looks good, but it could still turn very bad. Next turn, things could start getting dangerous now that I started to come out. We'll see what happens. They might have to peel off. Disruption would not surprise me. So we'll concentrate on here. We'll have to peel off here. Great, get out of the way, and yes, time to go. Time to go. It's fine, take a pot shot. Crosshairs there are kind of a problem. Think about it. We'll think about it. Good. Not quite, huh? Here, light him up. That's their ability to shoot back. See no need to push it yet. Could advance here, but again, we just don't have a ton of great cavalry here. And now that's worth the risk, but we can continue to apply pressure frontally and just hover back here and keep that threat going. So let's leave it for now. Still got some time. That's a decent enough defensive stance. If we wanted to, we could pop out and start harassing with these 5 units. Don't think it's strictly necessary yet. Could do though, start taking some pot shots up close. And again, threaten to move forward without getting into a position that we can't recover from. That's alright. Okay. Next turn. 9 turns remaining. Let's see if we can apply pressure on that unit with just our cavalry. Hold firm. Good. Overall, they held up pretty well to that fire, but they can't really take so much more of that. But we are short enough on time that we do have to risk getting caught out or driven off map in order to try to apply some pressure. Same thing here, we might need to risk our cuirassiers a bit. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that sucked. Now we're going to lose these armored hussars, most likely. Well, this is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. We have to hope that the pressure of musketry we're bringing to bear here is enough to make up for the impending collapse of that right wing. Next turn. Can we win on the left? Yeah, here it comes. At least they didn't disrupt yet. They held, but they're still down on the armor, so it's overall still terrible. Bring up the veterans. That makes a good deal of sense. Not bad. Yeah, so we're down armor, so we're gonna get ground apart there. Here, we can't turn to face the arquebusiers because the crossers will discharge us anyway. So we might as well take the downhill. This is an oversized unit, so the combat strength modifier will gradually start to matter. We could attempt to go for a disruption with shooting. And although it's improbable, I think we have to make the attempt. Yes, this is horrible because we have lances, and lances tend to shit against impact pistol and melee. Is what it is. They held the impact. Here, try that again. Just shove them out of the way. Okay, this pursuit could potentially be a good thing. Now, we can't threaten a flank here that you can't just cover with this pike and shot unit, so we're not even going to try. And instead, work on a frag there. Come on. Good. Next up. That's nice. That is very nice. Yeah, keep working on them then. Okay, we could charge. Why not? Great. Charge there. Break. And that's fine. They hold firm. Okay. I bet we could push this unit almost to auto braking. They're disrupted anyway. So it's 515. Drop them to auto brake, so they are close. That's 100 heights. We want to stay away from that. But what we could do is get into close range and continue harassment. I should have fired with them first. I could flank charge those detached musketeers, but then we would probably pursue somewhere bad. So instead, we will stand off and fire. You wait back there. Okay, so this is a mess and it's going to get ugly, but the infantry engagement is very much in our favor. We're going to break 2 units next turn, and maybe we can go for a third, although that might be optimistic. These units might pursue somewhere good. They might even pursue into, well, ideally, a flank here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Instead, might get a flank here, and you know what? That might be good enough. Next turn, and apparently I'm clearing the hill here. Let's see about that. Ugh. I mean, this is all gonna collapse. Oh, well, that is definitely very nice. gonna hurt. Oh, we got lucky. So we're still gonna lose this, but maybe it'll take them a while. Why'd they stand? Alright. Looks like we suffer our first break here. And it sets up another auto drop on us, so that wing is going to continue to go. I wonder what would happen if... Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, well, so it goes. Just in case we start looking like we're gonna get flanked there. Right, we're storming that hill. And what are you to do? Okay, well, let's see if that's enough. Next turn. We're up 30. Our right wing is totally collapsing into rout, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, it's a problem, but we're about to auto-break that unit. They've been badly shot up. We're going to lose all of our cavalry here. Basically, they're all going to die. Oof. Yeah. Yep, you're all dead. You're dead. You're dead. No? So we'll charge and charge, maybe? We'll see. They probably can't charge because they were engaged. Yeah. That was unfortunate. Oh, you're not... I guess I can wait a turn, really. Makes sense. Evade. Oh, well done, well done. If he's lucky, they could roll down this way to the hideouts. We'll see. Okay, so actually kind of a rough turn, but doesn't matter. So step one, try to steady out this melee. Combat strike modifier does help. They're still losing, but they might be able to recover. Height. Yeah, height 100 should help there. There it is. Very good. Push on. Lighting them up. Charge. You're still here. Just fuck off. Thank you. Now I'm happy to charge in here. Okay. Fire. Fire. Oh wait, they're routed. What am I doing? Well, that's cool. Whatever. Then what? Light them up. And yeah, just pour on the shot. Still holding. What about with some gunfire? There it is. We could charge. I guess there's no need to, really. Okay, and that certainly should be game. Okay, that's a match. Kiwi said he's playing for a draw. 5 turns to go. Okay, so yeah, Transylvanians, really good army. Lacking in the heavy foot department, and honestly, their heavy cavalry's subpar at best. And their cavalry in general is not very good at melee, and their infantry is mostly very squishy against cavalry in the open. But to make up for all of that, they have incredible firepower. So, you know, this is a pretty decisive win. At the same time, I think it's an army that if you were newer to the game, not that there's a lot of people these days who are newer to the game, but if you were, you could really struggle to use it. The key is all this terrain, right? And you have to kind of hopscotch and choose the right moment to move from terrain to terrain and the right moment to break from cover and just push. And if you mistime that, it can be a total disaster. So in this case, things went pretty well, especially because Kiwi was not trying to win, but trying to draw. So minimizing risk while at the same time eliminating opportunity, right? So could he have taken a more offensive tack? Maybe an earlier aggressive move here, even accepting charging uphill at my cavalry just to wipe it out. It's a possibility. Or instead of holding this edge of the hill in range of all this terrain, pushing the cavalry this way and holding the foot with some cavalry reinforcement back here, so that if I move forward to musket shot, I would only have this one tile to work with, and otherwise he could countercharge me in open terrain and bundle me back down the hill. But that said, this is a good army, and I think this matchup favored my side. So, a good game to Kiwi Warlord, as always. Till next time.